Hello, YouTube. This is Ben from Northwest Sasquatch Research, and I'm going to tell you a story about my actual Class A Bigfoot sighting. Why it made me really believe 100% that they're real. So back in 2017, in October, during hunting season, I was hunting with a group of friends up in Van Duzer Corridor on Miami ground, up towards, I believe it's called Murphy Summit. And I have this tendency to go walk off by myself. That's just how I am. So my group of people I was with went the opposite way, and I went the other way. And I started walking down this logging road by myself. And I'm walking and walking and not seeing anything or nothing, just enjoying the outdoors and relaxing and hoping to see something. If not, it's okay. I enjoy the outdoors. So I was getting a little far, so I decided to walk back towards the truck. So I turned around and started walking back towards the truck. So I think I was maybe 100 yards from the pickup truck, and I talked to a gentleman about it. He thinks it's about 50 feet, if a little bit further. I saw this big black creature on 2 feet walk across the road in 2 steps. Well, more like, I don't know, it was really fast. It could have been a walk for it. I don't know. The creature was, I'd estimate, I'm 6'3", and it made me look tiny. It looked kind of like a quarterback. How big it was. I would estimate about 7.5 feet tall. It wasn't like massive, but it wasn't small. Its shoulders, I couldn't really tell how big the shoulders were. It was proportionate for its size. It was very, like, the size of it was proportionate. And it walked across that road in 2 steps, a logging road, so fluently and so fast and agile, like that's how it was built. There's no way, 100%, I know for a fact it was not a human. There's no way how it was moving and how quick it was. There's no way. There was no smell, which I found out only 10% of sightings have smells. I didn't know this. It seemed like it didn't care I was there, or it was just too busy trying to get away from whatever it was. I have no idea what it was doing, or why. It threw me off. I had my rifle with me. I never thought about shooting it. I was taught a long time ago, at a young age, you do not shoot things you don't know what they are, and you don't shoot things you're not going to eat. Just plain simple. And the creature was black in color. It was covered in hair. It was very quiet, which was weird for something how big it was. You'd think it would make a lot of noise because of how big it is, but it didn't make any noise, which was the weirdest part about it. Because when it went back into the brush across the road, I didn't hear it crashing through the timber or nothing. It was so weird. And I would feel like I was close enough that you would at least hear something, because at least when you hear an elk run or something, you're going to hear at least some type of movement in the brush, kind of, at least something. And it, from where I was, it didn't look like it looked at me or anything, but it could have really quick. I don't know. It was very fast. It only lasted about, I don't know, as quick as you can get. It could get across the road, like 25 seconds, if that. Just quicker than that, maybe. Long enough for me to figure out that it was not a person and it was something totally different. After it went by, I walked over there. Probably not the smartest thing on my part. I looked into the forest where it went in. It was dead quiet. Not a peep, not a bird, nothing. And I couldn't hear any movement. I don't know if it stopped and was watching me or if it kept going. I have no idea. I looked around. There was a logging room next to this where it went in. It went down this little gully, this road. And I walked down that a little bit to see if I could maybe see anything. Couldn't see anything. The one thing I regret And I kicked myself today, so I did not look for footprints or anything for validation. It's okay if people don't believe me on it. It's fine. It's just a story to most people, and it's what I saw is what I saw, and I always believe you got to see it to believe it. And it get me from the 50-50 of me believing it's real to just being a lore to 100% believing that they're real. I didn't feel threatened, not at all. I felt like it was trying to get away from something, or just wanted to get away from all the people, because there's hunters all over in that area. It's towards Willamina and Grand Ronde and stuff. So I don't know, maybe something pushed it out. And so I found out through research and stuff so far, there's been a few sightings of a possible Sasquatch in the same area as I saw it. And there's been stories and things, and apparently there's a weird nickname for the Van Duzer corridor. I don't know on the top of my head right now what it is. And I'm doing more research, and I'm talking to someone about seeing if he's got any more information for the area, and for Polk County and Lincoln County too, because I not just do that area, I do Valsat and Polk County and everything outside of Dallas and everything, because that's where I do research and stuff. And I'm always looking for stories and sighting reports and things. And I love to do more Van Duzer area, but it's hard because it's mostly all private land. And the only time you can get in there is during hunting season. And even during hunting season, it's kind of difficult, because it's hard to do research when there's a bunch of hunters out there trying. I don't want to be rude and interrupt their hunts. And I don't know how legal it is to be out there at night either in Miami ground, and I don't want to get in too much trouble for that one. But yeah, and the other thing is, I totally forgot to mention, was when the creature walked across the road, in my buddy's truck that I was going to was his dog. It was a red heeler, and that dog was staring right at the same area he walked over and did not make a single sound. That dog just stood there and stared. It was between me and the pickup and the dog, and it walked between us. All I remember, I'm going to try this fall to go up there and see if I can find the exact spot, to see if I can get some accurate measurements off the same spot, because I don't think the tree's been cut down or anything, so I'm assuming I can maybe get a somewhat of a height of what it really, close to what it was. I know it had to be at least over 7 feet, 7.5 feet tall, because I'm 6'3" and it was bigger than me by a lot. Not like a stupid amount, like at least a foot taller, maybe, if not more. It's getting harder over the years to remember all the details. I need to write it down. A gentleman told me to do that. But that's my Bigfoot story. If you guys have any questions about it, send me a message or comment or something. But yeah, you all have a good day, and I'm hopefully can get some videos of research and stuff posted on here, and reports I find. I'm going to read them out loud and when I find them, and read them on here and stuff. And I am looking for people who live in Lincoln County area of Oregon and Polk County, Oregon, or even especially the Van Duzer corridor area, that might have heard stories or sightings or stuff of Sasquatch or anything else that might be Bigfoot related. And I will, if you don't want your name mentioned, I will not mention your names. And I will take reports and stuff from all over Oregon. It's not just this area. I'm very fascinated in the Bigfoot subject. So just give me a message if you hear any stories or reports. And if you don't want your name brought up or anything like that, I will keep it all disclosed. I'm just trying to do research and share it with you guys and go on with my adventure. You all have a good day. Bye.